This episode is a live workshop that my friend Sieva Kozinsky and I hosted on the value of a business and how to make your business more valuable. You're going to tune in here and you're going to listen to us talk about what businesses we pick, why we like certain industries, how we delegate, how we build teams, how we hire, how we fire, and really the three skills, sales, hiring, and delegation, that we think are key to a business owner building an asset that can make them money while they sleep. I hope you enjoy this. It was sponsored by nickhuber.com, which is my business brokerage. We buy and sell companies. Go to nickhuber.com today and get on our list. If you want to see our listings or if you want to sell your company, we can get you a large audience and we can get you the best price if you go to nickhuber.com. What I'm going to say is pretty controversial. I hire a lot of people from my friend group. I hire a lot of family members. I hire a lot of people close to me because I get a look into their mind before I hire them, and that's a cheat code. But when it comes to networking, I had an unlock and a realization that changed everything for me. And this is going to sound crazy. When I say this, it's going to sound crazy. My networking ability 100x'd when I started to understand that every single person in this world is selfish. Okay? I'm selfish, of course. Yeah, I'm selfish, of course. My wife is selfish. She's with me because I can give her security and love, and we can find enjoyment with each other. Every single business partner is with another business partner for selfish reasons, whether it be monetary or whatever it might be. Every employee is selfish. They want the best career opportunities for themselves with the highest wage, with the best quality of life. Every customer is selfish when they buy from somebody. Everybody in the whole world is selfish, including me. So, Sieva, you and I are really good friends because you make me better and I make you better. And we both know that business opportunities are going to come from being in relationships with each other.
That's right.
The great thing about this world that we live in is that 1 + 1 = 5. Okay. We live in a world of abundance where I can be selfish. You can be selfish. We can be kind to each other. I'm not saying to be morally wrong, right? I'm saying to treat people well. But if you're selfish and you find other people who can add value and can bring something to the table, 1 + 1 can equal 5. You can pay an employee $9 an hour extra, and they can make you $20 an hour on their work. You're leveraging human beings all over this world. So first, that was step one. Understand that every single person is selfish. All my employees are selfish. They're wondering what you can do for me. All my customers are selfish, what I can do for them. And the second part is I was networking all wrong because I didn't understand that. I was walking around with my hand out. Okay. Help me. What can you do for me? Please, me. I was walking around to these networking events, and it's like a bunch of college kids at these networking events shaking hands. What can you do for me? What can you do for me? What can you do for me? When none of them bring anything to the table. They don't have any skills. They don't have any capital. They don't have any network. They don't have anything that they can bring to the table. So what I learned is that, okay, step one of all this is become a master at something. Make a name for myself in some way. Get a skill, acquire a skill that I add something to the table in every networking event with every employee and with every potential investor. Mine was self-storage. I became somebody who knew self-storage. And as soon as I started to know self-storage, I had some value to add, and important people wanted to know me because, again, everybody's selfish. They wanted to have a self-storage guy that they knew that they could potentially look at land and partner with or do whatever. And then you go into every single interaction trying to add value first. Add value first. I'm not going to ask you for help. I'm going to figure out a way that I can add value to your life. And again, it's okay. I'm selfish. You're selfish. Everybody's selfish. I'm going to add value to your life, and it's going to come back around. We're going to get to know each other. When I started doing that, my network exploded. I started to meet better employees, started to meet better partners. I started to see better business opportunities. My whole life exploded. Now, Sieva, let's talk about delegation. You said that your goal, you lined out this vision, this goal of making money while we sleep. Let's elaborate on that. Who's doing the work? You need some great people around you.
Yeah. It feels so simplistic to just say, hey, I want to make money when I sleep and I want to go on 3 weeks of vacation per year. And that's another thing that feels selfish, right? It's like, oh man, like that's the goal, right? Isn't it some like bigger, higher power thing? Like, don't you want to make your impact? But no, this is really our target as business owners. This was my target as business owners. I wanted to make
so sleazy, man. We want to make money while we sleep. That's what it's about. We don't want to change the world. We don't want to make everybody's life better. We don't want to invent something brand new. We seem so lame.
If you can't create value in this world, you're never going to be able to do any of those things. Those are all important things, but the first step is create a business of value, create the freedom for yourself in order to direct your attention towards those higher order things, right? So step one is find a business or build a business that allows us to generate good cash flow and not have to work for every single hour that we put in, right? Not only get paid for every single hour that we put in. So your question was, who's doing the work while you're sleeping, or how are things getting done while you're sleeping? Because for some people, that's a crazy concept. We bought a business in Arizona, a plumbing business. The owner had built it to over 6 million of revenue, very profitable company, great brand, very successful. And we bought that business for over $10 million. The owner became a millionaire. But as we got to know the business, one thing that we really noticed was that the owner and his wife worked 10 hours a day, every single day, Monday through Friday and Saturdays. And they had not taken a vacation together in over 15 years. It really broke my heart. It really, really broke my heart. Here's a guy who's a millionaire with a very successful plumbing company. Everything looks good from the outside. They drive fancy cars. They have multiple homes, but he's chained to his business and he could never let go. So what happened when we bought the business is our plan, and this was his hope as well, was to upgrade the staff in his company so that they could run the company. The reality was that the owner had such a tight grip on his business that he never took the time to fully develop his leaders and managers. And that's what we did over the next year. Over the next year, we slowly weaned the owner off of being the person who commanded everything. We implemented some technology. And most of all, we gave the key employees the opportunity to grow and step into leadership positions. And guess what happened? That business grew from 6 million to over 9 million of revenue. So he took 15 to 20 years to get it to 6 million of revenue. Very beautiful business, very profitable. And in the matter of just a year or so, a year and a half, by empowering his leaders and taking his hands off the wheels, that business grew another 50%, up to from 6 to 9 million. A really incredible outcome. And that's really your goal as an owner, right? Find a way for you to take your hands off of the wheel so that your employees can take over for you. And look, Nick, the reason I'm good at delegation is because I'm lazy. I am super fucking lazy, dude. Like, I didn't know how to build the technology in my first company. I never learned how to do a clinical trial. Everybody asked me like, hey man, like, what do you know about clinical trials, or why can't you do it? And I said, I'm just going to hire the people to do it. And then I'm going to hire a salesperson. And that whole process ran almost with very little to no involvement for me, basically.
Everybody always says, do something you're passionate about. I got a whole binder full of shitty advice that's thrown around on entrepreneurship media. And my favorite is do something that you're passionate about and you'll never work a day in your life. Unless you're passionate about solving problems, managing people, hiring people, firing people, and selling, you're going to suck at any business, because if you're doing it well after the first 6 months, you're not going to be weaving the baskets anymore. You're not going to be making the bread anymore. You're going to be solving problems and hiring people and managing and delegating. So you might as well start a business that has great opportunity and put your ego on a shelf and stop doing what you love. Big news, guys. I created a free PDF that details my method on how I analyze a self-storage facility and figure out what it's worth. Give me a pen, the back of a napkin, and a couple metrics, and I can figure out about what the property is going to be worth to me. If you want to download this PDF, click in the show notes, the first link, and you can give me your email address, and you get a email right away with a 4-page PDF that outlines exactly how I think about underwriting or giving my initial analysis on a self-storage facility. Again, click the link in the show notes, and you're going to get that document for free. Before you go, we have a new sponsor of the show, recostseg.com. And if you bought a piece of real estate, you need to get a cost segregation study done. It's what allows you to get all that sweet, sweet bonus depreciation, and it's how real estate investors like me and many others pay almost nothing in taxes on an annual basis. You can cost seg a single-family rental, a short-term rental, or a large commercial property. recostseg.com is affordable
and aggressive and super fast to turn them around. They've done 10 plus cost segs for me this year. They're going to do many more for me. Visit recostseg.com to learn more.